Hey, how's it going? My name is Otto and welcome to the channel. This is the DJI OM5 and on this video I want to explain how to use the basic functions of the Mimo app. So I'll be explaining what's on the main screen and how to make different shots using time-lapse, hyperlapse, panorama shots, and spin shots, and so on. Here on the right side, you will see all the major functions. Here you can select the different camera modes, for example, video mode, time-lapse, and so on. On this column, this button will change from the main camera to the selfie camera or vice versa. This button is the shutter button and it will start recording, stop recording, or take a picture if you are on photo mode. This little hand will enable gesture control. There are two options that you can choose. Follow and shoot will track you and record at the same time. The other option will take a picture or record, but it will not track you. Once activated, show your hand like this or do the V sign to start it. Down here, this button is a playback button where you can watch your videos or pictures. On the left column, this icon will take you to the home screen, and here you can select manual or auto settings for your ISO and shutter speed. Manual settings only work on iPhone and not on Android devices. Over here, you can select the resolution, and on the iPhone, you can select different frame rates. Android devices will only have 30 frames per second. This button here will turn on or off the beauty effects, and the three dots over here will open the menu where you can change different settings. For example, you can change the white balance, and here you can select the follow mode, which is how the gimbal will move around. The follow speed is how fast the gimbal will move or react when you move it. I usually use this on a slow for a more cinematic look on my videos, but you can change it to medium or fast depending on your needs. With this option, you can start the gimbal calibration process, and you can also manually calibrate the gimbal here with this option. There are two ways to start Active Track. One is by pressing the trigger once, and the Mimo app will try to guess what you're trying to track automatically. The second way is to draw a box on the screen of whatever you want to track. And to stop tracking, you need to press the X on the green box or press the trigger on the gimbal once. To make a time lapse, you select it over here, and at the top, you have a few options that you need to select. Interval is the time that will pass between two shots. For example, if you select half a second, it will take one shot or frame every half second. Then you need to select the duration, which is how long you want the camera to be doing the time lapse. And up here, you will see that if I select a half a second interval for 5 minutes, my time-lapse video will be 20 seconds long. Time-lapse mode is how the gimbal will behave when it's shooting the time-lapse. You can select fixed angle, so the gimbal will always point at the same direction. You can select left to right or right to left, and the gimbal will slowly move in that direction. And you can also select a custom motion where you can select the start and end point. Hyperlapse is like a time-lapse, but instead of having the gimbal sitting at the same place like this, it will be moving on any given direction, and the effect that you get is something like this, instead of this other one, which is a time-lapse. On the app, select Hyperlapse, and here on the left, there is an option to select the resolution and the speed. The higher the speed, the faster the video will look, but you can also select automatic speed, and that's what I recommend using. When you're ready, start recording and start moving or walking with the gimbal. You can also combine something like Active Track with Hyperlapse at the same time and get a video like this. If you want to make wider shots, there are three types of panorama shots that you can use. Select Panorama on the right side menu, and on the left side, you can select 3x3, 240-degree angle, and Clone Me. 3x3 is probably my favorite, and here the camera will take 9 pictures on a 3x3 grid. Then we have 240-degree angle, which will take 7 pictures from left to right, making a 240-degree angle. For best results, I like to use a smartphone on vertical mode. Panorama Clone Me will make the camera take a total of 3 pictures. You will have 5 seconds between every shot to move from the first point on the left side to the middle and then to the right side. Slow motion only works on iPhone and it's pretty straightforward to use it. Select slow motion on the right side of the menu. It will shoot at 1080p and up here you will see how long your video is with the slow motion. Spin shot is this cool effect where the camera spins around. To activate this, you need to be on video mode. Go to the 3 dots over here to access the menu and select the gimbal icon. Here where it says follow mode, press and select spin shot. To exit the menu, press anywhere on the screen. Hit record and with the joystick, you can make the camera spin clockwise or counterclockwise. If you want the camera to spin faster or slower, you can change this setting over here. To use dynamic zoom, you select it on the right side of the menu. Select the effect that you want, for example, move out, which in my opinion works the best. Select the subject on the screen, hit record and start walking backwards slowly. Story mode is a set of presets or templates that will help you make a short clip. It will add transitions, music, and even some filters for you. Once you're there, you can see the preview of how each of the templates will look like. You press start and at the bottom you will see how many clips it needs and the duration of each clip. At the end, it will put together all those clips and make a single video for you. Shot Guide is like a new version of Story Mode, but the main difference is that it will show you a small behind-the-scene video clip to show you how to make a specific movement. And on some cases, it will even show you how you need to move the gimbal during that shot. I think this covers most of the functions on how to use the OM5. I hope you found this useful and please don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't done so. I hope you all have an amazing day and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.